YouTube, what good? Welcome to the channel, Creative Minds, Coach Leo speaking. Hey, look, it's been a while. Whole month of May, mad craziness. You know, with the solar eclipse, had to have my apartment get flooded, bought a new house, moving around, whole bunch of stuff going on. But I say, man, it's time to get back hot, start pushing out these videos so that we can inform the world on what's going on. Hey, look, I'm gonna speak on a subject that many of you have heard of and some of you may have not heard of. And I'm gonna talk about a spiritual awakening. Now, a spiritual awakening is you awakening to who you really are, right? Not the physical, but the soul level, waking up to who you are internally. And on my spiritual journey, which it started, my awakening started happening probably around 2000, but it really came to a head, my awakening, in 2022, right? And I will tell anyone, a spiritual awakening is a painful process, whether you going through it on a physical level or a mental level, but I call it the great shakeup, and it's very painful. You know, and in my case, it came from coming out of a marriage. Now, during this whole process of spiritual awakening, you awakening to who you are. You waking up to your limitless power, your divine self. Now, having said all that, through all these processes of the awakening, you're going to be put in situations in which you need to see yourself and start your healing process, because a key to the awakening process to who you really are is going through the healing process. During your healing process, Source Energy, God, whoever you pray to, is going to put you in situations for you to see yourself. You might be in a relationship and you might not even, boom, look at the person who you with, and that person is a mirror reflection of you. During an awakening process, these are things that are going to happen to you. Many people who go through awakening want to be in isolation. They just want to get away from it all. That happened to me. I got isolated, more or less, not so much in isolation, but I ran from myself until Source Energy had me to stand. It pretty much so shut me down to where I had to address me. I had to go within, right? Was in a relationship. Source Energy put me in a relationship. God, you know, the universe put me in this relationship so that I can see me, so I can ascend higher, right? And that's going to happen to us all. Also, got a job, a promotion, but this job is also challenging me at a position in which Source Energy, the universe, God, need me to see myself, which is my ego, okay? So we're all going to be put in a situation during an awakening process that we have to come within. We have to see it first, come within to start the healing process. And the healing is ongoing during a awakening process. One of the painful things during an awakening is losing people. Now, of course, you'll hear people talk about, oh, I cut this person off, I cut that person off, which that's all fine and dandy. But it's the ones that you want to keep that Source Energy, God, the universe says you're going to lose them people. These are the people that Source Energy, God, the universe deem can't go no further with you. You may lose them in death. You may lose them in divorce. You may lose them in a breakup. You may lose friendships. This is part of your ascension process. And folks, it's painful. It's very painful. But when you understand this, that all is well, everything is working out for your highest good, and out of each experience you go through, everything is working for your highest good. Remember that you are protected, you are safe, and that you're loved. You remember this kind of stuff. If you can remember this, then you know that each point of your awakening process, when there's something that's new that you have to deal with and it's painful, know that it's for your next highest good. And believe you me, it is painful. I just had some stuff not too long ago happen to me. 2 events happened to me within 30 days that had me to do some deep reflection and to come to understand that this is part of my ascension process. During a spiritual awakening, this is what's going to happen. On the spiritual journey, this is going to happen to you. But always know that it's for your highest good, for your next highest good. if you're doing any kind of manifestations, if you're doing any kind of internal work, understand that the internal work that you do, as above, so below, as within, so without. As within, so without, when you're doing your manifestation, is what you projecting out, is what you want to see come fruition. And some of these people, places, events, they're not deemed to go with you on this. Understand that when you're going through an awakening, a spiritual journey, the journey is great when you have people to go with you on this journey. But even sometimes you may start off with a spiritual community, then all of a sudden you have to separate from that spiritual community. You may understand that the spiritual community may have to separate from you because it's what is supposed to happen. It is inevitable, and it's what's gotta happen. Spiritual awakening, spiritual journey is for you. It's your journey, just like each individual in your spiritual community have their journey. Yes, your soul family will come together. Yes, you may come across your twin flame. Yes, you may come across your divine partner, whether it's in this lifetime or the next lifetime. But you're always going to be evolving. Your soul wants to evolve. Your soul wants to experience these things so they can evolve to the next highest level. I call it a relay race. Which version of you are you giving the baton of to in the next lifetime? Because it's going to carry over. It's going to carry over. So folks, when you're going through a spiritual awakening, you go on a spiritual journey, understand that each painful point that you're going to come through is for your next highest good. This is what has to happen. It ain't to hurt you. It ain't to make you feel bad, but do understand this. When you are given the signs and you ignore the signs, it's going to get more painful and more painful the more you ignore the signs and ignore the signs till you realize the signs and say, hey, I can't do this anymore. And you cut that pattern off. You come out of that cycle and you're like, okay, I'm on to the next. And it becomes easier until the next thing that source energy, God, the universe needed to experience. Hey, look, I just want to toss this video at you real quick. It's something I never talk about, is my spiritual journey and being on a spiritual journey. But I just want you to know everything works out for our highest good. And on the spiritual journey, understand you are working towards oneness. You're working towards enlightenment. Everything is for your highest good. Hey, look, I just want to thank you for chiming into the channel, Creative Minds Coach Leo, and please stay tuned for more videos. Be blessed.